Welcome back to Consumer Perspectives, the podcast where we break down the biggest trends in shopping, lifestyle, and technology. I'm Andy, your host, and joining me is my brilliant co-host, Serena.
Thanks, Andy. Hello, everyone. Today's topic is something that has been making waves in the online shopping world. If you've been scrolling through social media or browsing online stores, you've probably come across the name Temu.
Exactly. Today, we're going to unpack all of that. We'll talk about the pros and cons of shopping on Temu, some shocking test results from recent reviews, and the ethical concerns that have many people rethinking those bargains. Oh, you definitely have. Temu is this massive online retail platform that's been everywhere lately. Ads, social media, even word of mouth. It's become unavoidable. But what's fascinating about Temu isn't just its presence, it's the jaw-droppingly low prices they offer.
That's right. We're talking about products priced at a few cents, like a camera for $15 or a wedding dress for just $30. And while that sounds amazing, it also raises a lot of questions. How do they manage to sell things so cheaply? Is the quality any good? And most importantly, what are the hidden costs behind these deals?
Exactly. Today, we're going to unpack all of that. We'll talk about the pros and cons of shopping on Temu, some shocking test results from recent reviews, and the ethical concerns that have many people rethinking those bargains.
Let's start with the basics, Andy. What exactly is Temu, and why has it become so popular?
Great question. Temu is like an online version of a dollar store, but it's on steroids. They offer just about everything: electronics, clothes, home goods, toys, and more. Their prices are ridiculously low, which is why they've attracted 1.2 million shoppers in Australia alone every month.
That's incredible growth, and it's not just the range of products, it's also the way they market themselves. Temu's slogan, "Shop like a billionaire," is so catchy, and their app is designed to keep people hooked with game-like features. You can spin wheels for discounts, unlock free shipping, and feel like you're always getting a deal.
Exactly. But here's the thing. Temu's appeal goes beyond just the marketing. People love the idea of getting designer-style products for a fraction of the price. Take Jacob Lucas, for example. He's a university student who spent $500 on Temu to furnish his entire house.
Right. Jacob mentioned he bought a rug for $50 that looked like a knockoff of a designer rug worth $2,000. He was thrilled with how much money he saved.
And then there's Tracy Carter, a mom who says Temu has been a lifesaver for her budget. With rising living costs, she loves being able to find affordable options for her family. She bought a matching kimono-style short set for a fraction of the price she'd pay at her local mall.
It's hard to argue with those kinds of savings, Andy. But here's the flip side. While shoppers like Jacob and Tracy are thrilled with the bargains, there are plenty of others who've had disappointing experiences.
Exactly. Let's talk about the quality issues that have come up. Recently, a team tested a variety of Temu products, including clothing, electronics, and even a wedding dress.
Ooh, the wedding dress test was eye-opening. They ordered one for $30.99, but when it arrived, it was nothing like the glamorous photos on the site. It felt like a cheap costume, not a real wedding dress.
And the leather jacket they ordered? That was another red flag. Temu used photos from a well-known brand that sells the jacket for $240. The version they received cost just $31, but had a terrible chemical smell and poor stitching.
Even sizing was inconsistent. They ordered a size 10 jacket, but it fit more like a size 8. It's a reminder that you're not always getting what you expect.
And while the electronics worked fine in this case, it's still a gamble. But Serena, there's more to Temu than just quality concerns, right?
Absolutely, Andy. The ethical concerns are even bigger. Let's start with the accusations of modern slavery and unethical labor practices.
Yeah, this is a huge issue. Reports have linked Temu to supply chains involving forced labor. In fact, U.S. lawmakers have raised such serious concerns that they're considering banning Temu imports altogether.
And it's not just labor practices, there's also the issue of sustainability. A lot of these cheap products are made with low-quality materials, so they don't last long. That means they're more likely to end up in landfills, contributing to environmental damage.
Exactly. And here's another thing to consider: data privacy. Temu's app is addictive, but it's also collecting a ton of personal information from users. Experts believe that this data is being used as a marketplace of its own, which raises serious privacy concerns.
So to summarize, Temu offers unbelievably cheap prices. But there are a lot of trade-offs, from quality issues to ethical concerns and even data privacy risks. It's clear that those bargains might come at a much higher cost than you realize.
Right. And as tempting as it is to save a few bucks, it's important to think about the bigger picture. Are we supporting a system that exploits workers or harms the environment? Are we compromising our own data security for a good deal?
Exactly, Andy. And for our listeners who are shopping on Temu or considering it, our advice is simple. Shop with caution, read reviews, manage your expectations, and think about where your money is going.
And remember, a $30 wedding dress might look amazing in the photos, but it's not always what you get in the package.
That's so true. So listeners, what do you think? Have you shopped on Temu? What's been your experience? We'd love to hear from you. Reach out to us on social media or drop us a comment.
Thanks for tuning in to Consumer Perspectives. Stay smart, stay informed, and we'll see you next time.
Here's a list of vocabulary words with definitions and examples from Temu. Super cheap, but is it reliable? 1. Jaw-droppingly, so surprising or shocking that it causes someone to open their mouth in amazement. Example, the prices on Temu are jaw-droppingly low, leaving shoppers in awe. 2. Unavoidable, something that cannot be avoided or prevented. Example, with the rise of social media, advertisements for Temu have become unavoidable. 3. Ridiculously, in a way that is so extreme or unreasonable it's hard to believe. Example, the prices on Temu are ridiculously low, making it hard to resist buying. 4. Knock off a product made to imitate something else, usually at a lower price and quality. Example, the rug Jacob bought was a knockoff of a designer piece that cost thousands of dollars. 5. Lifesaver, something or someone that helps in a difficult situation, often by providing a solution. Example, for Tracy, Temu has been a lifesaver when it comes to finding affordable clothing for her family. 6. Red flag, a warning sign or indication that something may be wrong or problematic. Example, the leather jacket with a chemical smell was a red flag for the team. 7. Inconsistent, not staying the same throughout, varying in quality or performance. Example, the size of the jacket was inconsistent with what was listed online, making it difficult to shop with confidence. 8. Gamble, an action or decision involving risk, where the outcome is uncertain. Example, shopping for electronics on Temu is a gamble, as the quality may not always meet expectations. 9. Ethical concerns, issues relating to what is morally right or wrong, especially in business practices. Example, Temu has faced ethical concerns about the use of forced labor in its supply chain. 10. Modern slavery, the exploitation of people through forced labor or human trafficking in contemporary society. Example, some reports have linked Temu to modern slavery, raising serious questions about its business practices. 11. Sustainability, the ability to maintain or continue something over the long term without damaging the environment or depleting resources. Example, Many products sold on Temu are made from low-quality materials, which raises concerns about sustainability. 12. Data privacy, the protection of personal information from unauthorized access or misuse. Example, experts are concerned about the data privacy risks associated with using Temu's app. 13. Trade off, a situation where one thing must be sacrificed in order to gain another. Example, the trade-off of buying cheap products on Temu is the risk of poor quality and ethical concerns. 14. Compromise, to accept a situation in which you lose something in order to gain something else. Example, shopping on Temu may require you to compromise on product quality and ethical considerations for the sake of saving money. 15. Expectations, the belief or anticipation of what something will be like. Example, shoppers on Temu need to manage their expectations, as the products may not always match what they see in the photos. Here are some phrases with definitions and examples from Temu. Super cheap. But is it reliable? 1. Jaw-droppingly low prices, prices that are so low they cause astonishment or disbelief. Example, Temu is known for offering jaw-droppingly low prices, making it hard to resist buying products. 2. Shop like a billionaire, a catchy slogan used to suggest that consumers can buy expensive-looking products at a fraction of the cost. Example, Temu's slogan, "Shop like a billionaire," attracts shoppers by making them feel like they're getting luxury for less. 3. On steroids, a phrase used to describe something that is much larger, stronger, or more extreme than usual. Example, Temu is like an online dollar store, but on steroids, offering a massive variety of products at extremely low prices. 4. Spin wheels for discounts, a feature that allows users to win discounts or prizes by spinning a virtual wheel. Example, Temu keeps shoppers engaged by letting them spin wheels for discounts, making shopping feel like a game. 5. Get what you expect, to receive something that meets your expectations or what was promised. Example, when shopping online, it's not always guaranteed that you'll get what you expect, especially with low-priced items like those on Temu. 6. Red flag, a warning signal that something is wrong or potentially dangerous. Example, the chemical smell and poor stitching on the jacket were a red flag, indicating that the product might not be high quality. 7. A huge issue, a significant or important problem that needs to be addressed. Example, the accusations of modern slavery in Temu's supply chain have become a huge issue for the company. 8. End up in landfills refers to products or waste that are discarded and sent to a landfill. Example, many of the low-quality items from Temu are likely to end up in landfills due to their short lifespan. 9. Shop with caution, to be careful and aware when making purchasing decisions, especially when there are potential risks. Example, our advice to listeners is to shop with caution when using Temu, considering the quality and ethical concerns involved. 10. Bigger picture, the overall perspective or the broader context of a situation. Example, it's important to think about the bigger picture before making a purchase, considering factors like sustainability and ethical issues. 11. Compromise on product quality, to accept a lower level of quality in exchange for a lower price or other benefits. Example, shoppers on Temu often have to compromise on product quality to take advantage of the low prices. 12. Reach out to us to contact or communicate with someone, usually for more information or to share feedback. Example, we'd love to hear from you. Reach out to us on social media and let us know your thoughts on shopping at Temu. 13. Drop a comment to leave a message or feedback, typically on social media or a website. Example, after listening to today's episode, drop a comment and tell us about your experiences with Temu. 14. Tune in to listen to or watch a broadcast or podcast. Example, thanks for tuning in to Consumer Perspectives. We hope you found today's episode insightful.